Good evening, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your financial market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for the evening, and we're sitting here on Wednesday, the 19th of March, 2025. Well, it's an important day. You know, the day started out where we're being told we're getting more government data. We had, for example, the FOMC minutes came out today. You have a very divided FOMC as to whether or not there'll be a December rate cut. Flip a coin, because that's where you're at on it. Just about as many negatives as positives. In the marketplace, if you watch the CME Group's FedWatch page, what the option trades and so on are doing, giving you about a 30% probability of a cut. We then wanted to get through the whole day so we could get to the end of the day. How did Nvidia do? Because what this market is focused on is the idea that the AI is a bubble, and that it's back like the internet back in the 90s, and that everybody's putting all this money in and there's no returns on the money, and that it's going to be falling apart. I heard today, maybe it's 6:30 now, roughly, so maybe at 5:30 or so, Kramer was interviewing the person that's leading Williams-Sonoma, the woman. She was talking how AI has helped their business. Less temporary workers, more efficiency going on. Go to their website, ask a question. It's being answered the proper way, quickly, no stumbling around. Where do I find you an answer? It'll eventually go to voice and other parts. Well, this is going through the whole economy. So if you think the U.S. and this is not going to replace people, you're wrong at first. You're right down the road that they'll find ideally new jobs from, unless you heard the interview today with Elon Musk and Jason Wang, when Elon said people won't be working in the future. They won't have to. You'll have autonomous robots that'll handle all your needs. You won't even need money. He's very futuristic. He's a genius of our times, and I'll let it go at that. Do I buy into it? Of course I don't buy into it, but I don't buy into a lot of things he's done that have been spectacular. So that just proves that I'm no genius, and we'll leave it at that, all right? But the real answer is the demise of AI did not occur with the earnings. If you look at where you closed in Nvidia at the 186 level, you're now up over $10 in the aftermarket from there. So you're pushing the 196 zone. So you've come back, and as that's coming up, it's carrying with it a lot of the companies that deal with Nvidia, the suppliers, it could be the partnerships they're doing, all that taking place, which is causing the futures market and stock indices to rather sharply. So that's what I want you to remember as to where we're at. Got it? All right. Let's also take a look and understand you're getting all this data tomorrow that you're going to be able to work with. And I'm especially going to be looking at the jobs data, the jobless claims, to see what they do. The September non-farm payroll, I want to see what that comes out. They're not going to give us a U.S. jobs report, they said, for September. We are getting, maybe it was October. We're not going to get that. They'll give us something in November that might include two of those reports. As for Nvidia, as I said, beat, sold out. And if you just hit pause at any point, you can read everything there and find out just how well the company is doing. It's stellar, to put it mildly. How'd you like to, when you see these numbers, they're rather startlingly good. So I think that's very important. All right. So if we could, let's go to the charts and see what we've got on other things. You're getting a bounce in AA, which is Alcoa, to the upside. It's a bounce. You're really caught between this rally high, this break low. And when you put the swing line number on it, you see that your arrow's pointing down there, pointing up here. It's more of a trading affair now. The resistance point is the 18-day moving average of closes. The market didn't quite make it to the Bollinger Band to find any support in the market. It's just bouncing on its own. And you're in an area that's oversold. I view oversold in the slow stochastic as any number that's under 30. Your numbers, if you're not a subscriber with my videos, your numbers are going to be different because I changed the formula inside of that many years ago, and mine are a bit different, and I like how mine work better. And I did share them with the developer of slow stochastics, George Linn, what I was doing, why. And like so many good technicians, he said, Ira, my job, and he was talking to him, I found something that I thought made sense for momentum. You've just found something that you think makes it better. Why wouldn't you run with that? Right answers. Lower highs, lower lows, down to the lower Bollinger Band. And that's where I think XRP probably tries to find itself against that number. Finding itself doesn't mean it's a buy. There's nothing here that's bullish. You're oversold. Covering shorts is one thing. Dutch Brothers, again, same thing. When it got up here, and I said it, I said, I don't like what I'm seeing here. And these are new lows on this leg of the move. Roku, new lows on this leg of the move. Now, how many markets made new lows today into areas to short cover that in the morning, because of what went on with Nvidia, will probably get a pop? I don't know, but my guess is a number of them will. As you can see in Netflix, you're still fighting the battle. It's each and every day, 4 days in a row now at the 18-day average of closes after the split. There is no trend here. You have a higher high and a lower low. Nothing to do. Uber, down to the lower Bollinger Band, oversold as can be. It's one thing if you want to cover shorts. It's a very different thing to say, I'm going to buy it there. I'm not saying that. Tesla today just drifting. It got back into the Bollinger Band, but it's kept the downtrend in an oversold condition. In Joby, we'll see if we can get to the lower Bollinger Band of 1319. It's already in oversold condition. Big resistance here in this market at the 1530s. So this market is just not ready to do anything. In the financial sector, when we heard the news today of what the Fed may do, which is nothing, market got a little bit of a pop. Okay. When I looked at XLI today, you got back inside the Bollinger Band, but what else can you say about it? You don't have a trend. You have a market that's trying the downside. It's been trying to push the momentum to lock in bearish, and it hasn't done it. It's just an oversold condition right now. When we come to the energy market, it gave up the Bollinger Bands and fell right back to the 18-day average. And how often? Regular viewers and maybe new ones, do I tell you? The line in the sand in most markets is the 18-day average of closes. From there, if you're up hard and you fall to it, you generally find support. If you break hard and you go back to it, you'll generally find that you fight around that average for a bit. Then the market has a place to make a decision from. Does it always work that way? Nothing in life always works, but it's a pretty good rule of thumb. Gold, now the question is, will the traders buy it at 371.59 tomorrow with stops right under here, the 358.52, 368.52, and see if they can get to the upper band? Gold is up off this Nvidia news. Palantir probably gets a bit of a bump ride with Nvidia, wouldn't surprise me. You're down to the whole area where I think the shorts are covering, the 100-day average in the Bollinger Band. Microsoft down to the Bollinger Band should be a support area. Will it be able to get a bounce is the question. I mean, this market has really come down $70. It's a heck of a break that it's had already. BND, well, hard to tell you what to say about it. Excuse me. You still have the bias down as the swing line is down, but you're oversold as can be. And so far, it's refusing to make a run at the big support area. Real difficult market. I'm more bearish than bullish. Dollar, today traders bought protection in the dollar, figuring if the stock market cracked because something wrong in Nvidia, this would go up. That's what I think occurred, which means if I'm right on what I'm saying, part of it should be that resistance. The second part that made the dollar rally is those arguments within the Fed to not cut interest rates further. So we're the one country that's keeping them relatively high, so to speak. That's something you got to think about. And it does give the dollar a bid, and it breaks the euro on that type of news, because the next things the euros will probably do is cut again. You put it together, you try to come up with game plans. And when I record tomorrow my paid subscriber videos, whoa, going to be an interesting morning. So if you want to join in and see those, you go up here. There'll be an icon with your mouse. You go to the word research. It's right there for you. You can click here. It'll take you to our website. Go to the research section. That's where you sign up. It should be fascinating. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. Watch the other videos. Wow, what an evening. Take care.